It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Rams on Thursday night primetime.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that with something.
There he goes, left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big hitter there. Of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, it's Herbert. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Herbert back to the air. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes?
Taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking for Woods again, and he finds it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another 1st down as they called his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now it's Herbert. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Herbert throwing again. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Herbert. Caught by Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Herbert operating from the red zone. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Vikings at 8-1 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Woods. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. Lindsey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now again, it's Lindsey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing, Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Jones. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a
7-point lead. They'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of Woods. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando. That halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He finds his man complete. It's Moody. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, his throw incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. And that's going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Mark off the 5 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, they'll learn that lesson when they review it, but it didn't cost them.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. To the air again, Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another run by Lindsey. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
11-11.
To throw again. Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Herbert throwing again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down and 6. The defense, they're blitzing here. Jones in trouble, and he's taken down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing on third and long. Jones. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put a mildly for, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Throwing Jones. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That's his way of putting it behind him.
Now yet another incomplete possession here as they fail to connect on third. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's out right at the 25. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. They'll go again with Lindsey. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The partner under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of